Well, what do we have here? Oh. Secretary Kristen Noem and the execution of ICE agents. Footage shared by one woman pushed back saying two wrongs don't make a right and was immediately drowned out. The mob also started chanting "Fuck Charlie Kirk." Christy no will hang, save a life, kill ICE, fuck Charlie Kirk. What? When that woman got ran over and they say she had a family and kids, Charlie also have kids too and a family. What happened to that logic? Did it went out the window? People are just delusional. Like they always preach about morals and virtues, but they don't care about that. They just want to achieve their own goals. This is sad, bro. So Meta is televising it. Fight fascism. What is fascism? Let's look at the definition of fascism. Fascism definition. Goodness. Fascism is a far-right authoritarian, ultra-nationalist political ideology and movement. It originated in the early 2000 century Europe, mostly famous under Benito Mussolini in Italy from 1922 onward, and is most closely associated with the period between the two world wars, though similar elements have appeared in other times and places. Extreme ultranationalism. The nation, often understood in ethnic or racial term, is placed above everything else. Okay, racial, ethnic or racial individuals' rights and interests are subordinated to the opposed good of nation and race. Oh, if that's the case, then why are there black people in the government? Why are there Hispanics in the government? Why are there Somalians in the Minnesota government? If this is the case, right? This then we're not fascist then. Okay, let's go on to the next piece of definition. Palingenesis, myth of national rebirth regeneration. Fascism is obsessed with the idea that the nation has fallen into decadence, decline, and needs radical revolutionary cleansing and renewal to achieve a glorious new beginning. Okay, this is accurate. This is accurate about us. We are turning more radical because, well, the hardcore left-leaning side has become violent and they think that it's okay to kill people just because they think it's okay. For example, right, they think it's okay for George Floyd to rob a pregnant lady at gunpoint. They think it's okay for him to get into gang shootings. They think it's okay for that one black guy to stab that white girl on the bus or the train. I think people are becoming radicalized because they become racist. Yeah, the left have become racist against white people, so it makes sense. Like, if someone were to try to kill you, I think you have all the right to defend yourself. Just saying. And this is just like that situation, but on a macro scale. All right, so yeah, they got one part of it right. They got okay. So one, so there's, goddamn, there's 8. Authoritarian dictatorial leadership, cult of personality around a charismatic, supposedly infallible leader. Thus, for Cardio, who embodies the will of the nation. Okay, yeah, that's I think that's fair enough. Yeah, there is some kind of a cult with Donald Trump. I won't deny it. Yeah, like, but you could say the same about the Singaporean quote unquote dictator. A lot of people respect that guy, and that guy changed Singapore forever. Forcible suppression of oppression, violent eliminations of political enemies, free press, trade unions, and any form of organized dissent. Violent elimination of political violence? I don't feel like that's the case. Violent elimination. There's no violent elimination as far as I could see it. Tim Walz is still walking around scot-free from all the crimes he committed. I think free press, trade unions, and any form of organized dissent. Yeah, I think this, you could actually vote this one out. So it's 2-2. Militarism and glorification of violence. War, struggle, and masculine warrior values are celebrated as purifying and regenerative forces. What? War. Okay, so I think this applies to on the left. The left is very pro-war. When what's his face, the Ukraine leader, came here, they were begging for more resources to continue the war against Russia. But Donald Trump was against it. He was anti-war in that case. Like he doesn't want to keep like giving that guy more money to fight in the war against Russia. Like he wants to just talk it out and just like settle on a loss, right? But then he wants to keep fighting. Like, what do you expect, right? So no, I think this is not the case. Masculine warrior values. Yeah, I see this part for sure with the conservatives, but purifying and are celebrated as purifying and regenerative forces. I guess it's, well, if we just account for this, then struggle. Yeah, I guess you can account for this technically, but I feel like what masculine warrior values, I don't know, it just seems very iffy, like, but whatever. Anti-liberal democracy and anti-communism. Deep hostility towards parliamentary democracy. Liberalism, socialism, and usually Marxism seen as threat to nationwide unity, national unity and hierarchy. Well, we're not against democracy. Well, they are not against democracy. Liberalism. Okay, they're not against that either. They're against this, and they're against this. So, I guess like just by the definition, technically, the conservatives are against these two things, but they're not against these. So I guess like technically they are. Okay, fine, 4-2. Rejection of egalitarianism, egalitarianism, belief in natural social hierarchies, often including race or ethnic superiority. I don't see any of this. How did Mondani become the mayor of New York? Right? How did I mean, you could just there's so many examples all over the country. You could just pull out some. I mean, look at those fraudsters, those Somalians. They could run for government. Actually, there is a Somalian that runs as government for Minnesota. Oh, not Minnesota, but then like one of the states. So yeah, I think this doesn't count. So this 4-3. Corporatist dirigiste economy. Private properties and capitalism are preserved but subordinated to state directions in service of national goals. Very different from socialist state ownerships. Okay, so it's like Nvidia not being able to sell their chips to China kind of situation. Yeah, that's one example. Yeah, I guess it's like 5-3. There are some qualities of fascism in the Conservative Party, but then as far as I can see it, I think we're just utilizing mostly of the good in fascism. Like, okay, let's try to think what happens if we were to not be ultra nationalistic, right? That means we will give away our resources to other countries for no good reason, and then we're just the middle class and the lower class will be destroyed. So I think I approve of this. Paleogenesis, so fascism is assessed with the idea and they fall into decadence. Yeah, this is accurate. And then revolutionary cleansing. Yeah, we do need to do this. People just become more degenerative. People want to be fat and then say they have a disability. I don't agree. Like, I don't think that you should cripple yourself just so you can have a title and say, oh, I have a disability. I have a mental illness. I'm against that completely. Authoritarian, dictatorship, charismatic, who embodies the will of the nation. Yeah, you do need someone with some balls to handle a situation. If you don't believe me, just look at Singapore, the history of Singapore. That quote-unquote dictator is well loved among the people. like Singapore was an absolute shithole. It was stuck between warring countries, and it was getting fucked left and right. But then the guy, he just decided to put his foot down, and their leaders decided to put his foot down and fixed everything: the economy, the violence, the laws. He fixed everything, and people looked up to him. Forcible, violent eliminations. We're not. I mean, conservative party is not doing this, but I believe that you should start executing evil politicians, because if you don't execute them, then they could just do what they want, right? They stole, like, some politicians, I won't name who, but then they stole hundreds of millions of dollars from the middle class and the working class. I mean, it's not a myth, it's a fact. Middle class are so screwed, and then the middle class are being targeted right now. Like, all their tax dollars are being used to send to fraud, and then those companies that commit fraud will then send money back to the democratic politicians, and then it's kind of a cycle that just keeps working itself. So yeah, like I am very pro this. I am very pro forcible suppression of opposition, militarism, and glorification of violence. Yeah, I think this is a good trait to have, the masculine warrior value traits. But then the war traits, I'm against war. The thing is, the Liberal Party is very pro-war. They think we should go fight Russia. Like, really? You want two nuclear countries to go against each other? Like, do I need to explain why is that such a bad idea? But I think this is a good portion. Masculine warrior values is a good portion of number 5, and the war is the bad portion. Anti-liberal democracy and anti-communism. Yeah, it's like half and half. Rejection of ego. Yeah, I don't see this happening. Right? I'm against this, but I don't see it happening with the conservatives. Corporatist. Yeah, I see this happening, but I think it's a good idea to not let our enemies take advantage of our very valuable resources. So yeah, I think so far the Conservative Party has inherited the positives of fascism. Like, not all government running system is bad. They do have some good qualities in it. You just had to extrapolate the good and filter out the bad. So yeah, fascism. I don't know why you want to fight fascism after going a deep look into it. I think like most of it is good. Like, I say 60% of it is good stuff. Oh yeah, we fight fascism by dancing. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. Say cheese, ey. Que sonrían las que ya les metían. Un VIP. She's a pretty good dancer for a 40-year-old lady. Oh shit, she's beating, you know what? I think she could beat Ray Gun. Screwed me over, so we're not happy. Oh my god. We dance. Never mind, I think she's in her mid-50s. But yeah, like that's what, again, like I always preach about this, like these Karens, they like to think that they could change the world. They think they have a strong impact on the world with whatever weak thing that they do. It's narcissism. It's narcissism. It's always narcissism. Really? For feeding pigeons?
Arrest the lady for feeding birds. You could have just tell the lady don't do that again and let her go on her business, but y'all want to arrest her for feeding birds. Bruv. She chose not to comply. Bro, that's not a reason to be arresting somebody, man. Fucking hell, man.
That's a stupid reason.
That's not a reason for y'all to
England is so cooked. God, there's like there's stabbings, there's a R wording, and then there's thefts, but they would much rather arrest a woman for feeding birds. No, I think it's because it's a cowardly. I mean, you know what? I think it's an easier thing to arrest like a older woman or a weak old man because they're too cowardly to arrest actual criminals. How pathetic! I remember the English used to be so respectable. Like they're like all the good boxers are from England, like all these fucking warriors. But now they gone soft. They gone too cowardly to arrest any actual criminals, and they're just trying to hit the easy targets that are causing like minute crimes.
The pigeons. The lady's getting arrested for feeding the pigeons, my lady.
Fucking cowardly. Look at that. Fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cops to arrest a woman feeding pigeons.
Alright. Tell the police that. It's ridiculous. They're arresting the lady for feeding the pigeons. Yeah, but this is not good. Who's the victim of that crime? He trying to tell me the council. Fucking hell with y'all, bruv. That's why I'm out here, bruv. That's malice.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Weak police. Man goes out to Elo's random experience. He didn't order anything because he didn't have enough money for it. I don't understand why everyone didn't chip in and at least get him something. It was embarrassing, and someone asked him where his food was. I don't believe he already ate. If you went out to dinner with friends and one was running short, will you help them out? I mean, it depends, right? Is he always doing this? Is he like unemployed for years at a time and he just expects people to pay for his food? Or like was it like a complete accident, like he really forgot his wallet or whatever, and he's like a pretty cool guy? Like it really varies, because like I mean, I don't have a problem with paying for my friend's meal. Like if we're good friends, I'll pay for him. It's not a big deal, right? If it's a complete accident. But if he's a sapsucker and all he does is expect his friends to pay for his food, then and he doesn't work or whatever, then yeah, sure, I think he should starve. Oh man, why did you kick over so fascist? The UK has the highest arrest for social media comments in the world. Oh yeah, UK is a fascist country. Like it's more fascist than American, believe it or not, or conservatives. Get her, get her, get her. Tackle her, tackle her. Stop. What do you mean stop? You didn't stop when you assaulted him. What the fuck? She did it. Someone in the crowd says she didn't even do anything. Did I hear that correctly? She didn't even do nothing to him. Let's go back and look at what happened. Right here. Bang! That's nothing? She didn't do nothing to him. That shows how dumb people are. They are brainwashed. They think assaulting an officer means doing nothing to someone. That is stupid. That is brain rot. That is low IQ. Fucking stupid as hell. You believe that? Like, oh, she didn't do nothing to him. What do you mean? It's obvious what she did to him. It's in plain daylight. Oh my gosh. These people are stupid. Let's go back here. Get the arrest done. Oh man. What a dumb bitch. Oh my gosh. They should break her arm. That will stop them. Like if they start enacting capital punishment, like you assault a cop, all right, let's break the arm that assaulted him. You think people will start trying that shit again? Ugh. Ugh. She spat on her. I assume she's in the car. Oh yeah, she's in the car. It's so dumb. Like these people, they think police and ICE are the same thing. They are not. They are not. ICE is the federal agents. Police, they work for the state. You will not see a Nevada police in California. You will not see a Wyoming police in New York. The police and the feds, your state police and the feds are well, not completely, but relatively separate groups. So when you're attacking the police, you're attacking your own city, the defense system of your own city. So stupid. Just imagine like if you have an immune system and then your immune system decides to attack your own organs. That's what's happening. These people are the immune system, but like a defective immune system that causes rheumatism, self-induced arthritis, gout or gout. It's like it attacks its own pancreas, and you know it's just like people just screwing their own communities over when they attack their own police. Fascinating how dumb these people are. Fascinating.